With the second highest death toll of all African conflicts, the Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, is perhaps the single most significant event in Nigerian history. This 3-year conflict, which raged on from the 6th of July 1967 till the 15th of January 1970, would claim the lives of over 100,000 soldiers and an estimated 2 million civilians, as the Nigerian government led by General Yakubu Gowon fought to prevent the secession of the self-proclaimed Republic of Biafra, which was led by General Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu. To fully understand the root cause of this brutal conflict, we need to go all the way back to the very beginning. Upon gaining independence from Great Britain in 1960, the newly formed Nigerian Republic was greatly divided, as its 3 largest ethnic groups struggled to live in harmony. Beyond the more obvious distinctions like language, clothing, and marriage customs, Nigeria's 3 main ethnic groups also had fundamental differences in values and worldviews, which had been developed over the many centuries leading up to the colonial era and the formation of the Nigerian state. The Igbos, who represented about 60 to 70% of the population of the southeast, were mostly Christians who in the centuries before the colonial era had lived in relatively egalitarian societies. Although most Igbo towns and villages were headed by monarchs known as Ezes, the political decision-making process within Igbo communities was actually quite democratic, as it involved general assemblies composed of title holders and other respected members of Igbo society. Status was acquired through one's ability to solve societal issues, and respect was given primarily to those who had acquired wealth, as opposed to those who had simply inherited it. The character of Okonkwo in the book Things Fall Apart by renowned Nigerian author Chinua Achebe was in many ways the perfect illustration of the uniquely Igbo vision of the self-made man. The Igbo's particular appreciation for wealth creation through hard work is undoubtedly the main reason why many of Nigeria's champions of industry have been of Igbo ancestry. By contrast,
given the inherent capabilities and potentialities of the Igbo race, no force can stop them if they can come together under one umbrella of purpose. If the Igbos can unite, nothing can stop them. Nobody can stop them. Unfortunately, the Igbo have continued to go their separate ways in politics, in everything, making it difficult to come together as a people. So today, the panel would look into this matter. Ndị Igbo, are we cursed or are we the curse? So join me as the panel, the members of the panel, deliberate and dissect this subject matter. Igbos, are we cursed or are we the curse? Feel free to leave your comments on the comment section. Let us know what your thoughts are on this particular issue. Let's go. Hi viewers, welcome to the men's round table, Matters Arising, where men deliberate and dissect issues trending around the globe over a bottle of wine. So today we will be focusing on the tribe called Igbo, the Igbo race. The Igbo people, as we did in the introduction, you just watched, some of the most hardworking people on earth. They are enterprising. And the Igbo man believes in getting educated, and they work hard. They're among the most hardworking people on earth. But the Igbo seem to have some monumental problems within themselves. We have seen Ndi Igbo blackmailing Igbos, Igbos sabotaging Igbos, Igbo political players witch hunting others, and how Igbo governors have continued to perpetuate bad governance in Igbo land. And yet, we talk about marginalization. Since the Civil War ended in 1970, Igbo seem to be at the butt of every strata of the federal structure of the Nigerian state. There's been cries of marginalization, relegation, even ostracization of Ndi Igbo, which is not in concert with the declaration, no victor, no vanquished. It's been 52 years after the Civil War ended, and Nigeria as an entity has moved on. But Ndi Igbo seem not to have been able to get it together, to come together under one umbrella of purpose, to pursue an agenda as a people, as a tribe, to achieve things and make things work in unity. So today we want to talk about the problem of Ndi Igbo. As Igbos, are we caused or are we the cause? So with me to discuss this issue today is Mr. Onyebuchi Ebuka Buka.
Thank you for having me today. It's always a pleasure.
After him is Mr. Collins, Pastor Collins Bright.
Yeah, understand. Hello, viewers. We're back to the platform also to discuss to the best of your interest.
And next to him is Dr. Marius Obinna Eze.
Thank you, viewers. Nice having me here.
Okay. So today we want to know, what are the problems of Ndi Igbo? Does it mean that other tribes in Nigeria are marginalizing Ndi Igbo? Or does it mean Ndi Igbo as a people have failed to put it together as a people and work and to project a particular agenda as a tribe? So I would want Mr. Onyebuchi Ebuka to give us his perspective on this particular topic. Ndi Igbo, are we cursed or are we the cause?
All right, thank you for the opportunity. And I would like to just say that the Igbo tribe has a mentality problem so far. Okay, we are great people, but the majority of what we do can be seen as some kind of lack of the right mentality. So I always refer to our popular folk song that says "Onye kwuru ọtọ akwatuo ya, somugweze akwụ ọtọ," which is anybody who is standing has to be brought down. Okay, I, only the king, has to stand. And this is something that we have grown up with subconsciously. It is already built into us that only I, who is king, has to stand. Okay, so these type of things are seen in the mentality of what we do, day-to-day living, our lifestyle, even the way we interact with each other. However, we shouldn't take it away from Ndi Igbo about our hard work, our resilience, and the success stories that we have built around the globe. This tells us that whatever we set our minds to do, we are able to do it and do it well. However, we need to touch on the correct mentality, which we can only derive from having the correct kind of education. It's not going to happen immediately. It will take some time, it may take a few generations, but as long as we have the correct kind of education, and the correct kind of education is not necessarily within the four walls of classroom, okay? If we have the correct kind of education, in the long term, we will see that some of these problems will begin to disappear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Buka. So let's hear from Pastor Bright Collins. Ndị Igbo, are we costs or are we the cause?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kings, for the opportunity to be part of the panelists today once again, and viewers. What I am about to say might sound like a bomb, devoid of any sentiment. Ndị Igbo, are we cost or are we the cause? I would like to say that an average Igbo man, like my dear brother said, have a very, the mindset problem is really what we have, and I would like to say, in my words, that judging from the roots, from the scriptures, if it is allowed to say here also, I am an Igbo man, I'm a Christian, but I think there is an iota of course, in the life of an average Igbo man, in the life of every individual here on earth. What is a cause? A cause is just something used to qualify the position somebody, is being kept on. But when we mention the word cause, everyone look at it as an abominable word. There are various ways that people might be caused. Somebody might be blessed and also caused. You might be a rich person, everything is working out for you, but you are caused. So it is one thing to be caused, and another thing for you to have an understanding that there is a spell. There are people who are under some kind of psychological spell, some kind of emotional spell, some kind of generational spell, some kind of financial spell. I have heard people many times say that this person will never be rich. That is a cause. Somebody told you something. It is left for you in your position to decide if you have to allow that to penetrate your life, or if you have to allow that to influence your life as a person. So if there are certain links, or if there are certain references, which in the course of this discussion, I would like to point certain things regarding to this. Even if first of all, we have to go back to the scriptures. We are aware as Christians that Jesus came and died on the cross for us as Christians. Now, but from the beginning, when Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden, God caused Adam. That was a cause. And then along the line, Adam was able to find himself out of that problem. But the same cause extended to his son. Cain also was caused. Cain was blessed as a person, but he was cursed. God placed a curse on him, though God protected him, but God placed a curse on him. So having said that, I will have to stop from now so that I will allow my colleagues to say something. But if we have to go to the roots, there is an iota of truth if we say that Igbos are cursed. But I would like to say this, because somebody might call this piece of my statement and make it and judge me by it. I would like you to listen to the full video, to the full conversation today, so you will be able to understand my point in this discussion. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pastor Collins. I want our brother, Dr. Obinna Marius, to talk about marginalization. We always talk about Ndi Igbo being marginalized in Nigeria. So who is actually marginalizing Ndi Igbo? Does it mean that other tribes have ganged up against Ndi Igbo? Or the problem is we, Ndi Igbo, have failed to come together as an entity to pursue a particular agenda or purpose in life, given the fact that those who are in leadership positions in Igbo land are all Igbos. There are no Fulani, there are no Hausa, there are no Yoruba that are in governorship positions in Igbo land, in our local government. Yet, we are talking about being marginalized because these people have failed to give the benefits of democracy to the people. So are we actually telling ourselves the truth when we talk about being marginalized by others? So I want Dr. Marius to shed some light on this.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moderator, for having me, and thank you for this question. It has been a general slogan that we are marginalized. We are marginalized. But the question now is, who is marginalizing who? Are we marginalizing ourselves or other tribes marginalizing us? The question here now is, every tribe or every geopolitical zone has a quota in the federal government, and everyone is fully represented, and the Igbos are fully represented. The Abuja, with the central government, gives us everything that's supposed to give at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, monthly, as they're supposed to do it. And these are given to Igbo representatives. These Igbo representatives, they're supposed to use it to do whatever they're given to use it for. But the question now is, what do they use it for? Do they use it for what they are given, or are they using it for their own personal interest? Now, I believe in this aspect, the federal government as it is, they have done their best. Here, it is now our representatives that do what we cannot talk about. One, many of us, we don't have access to them. Money is given to them. Resources given to them. Everything they need is given to them. So I believe at this juncture, it is our representative that is doing us what is happening to us, not the federal government. So our representative, I have checked some years back, this on Enugu Expressway, Port Harcourt Expressway. Many a times I've had the award that it has been awarded to some individuals. And when you trace it down, you find that some of these individuals, they are still from Igbo extract. So now, if it is given to them, they're supposed to do what they're asked to do. Looking at the northern part, I've been there some years back. I have seen what they have done in that place, even though they are known as the United Nations used to say, that they are the poverty center of whatever. But in Igbo land, the Igbos that represent us, I believe they are the cause of our problem, not the federal government. Thank you, the moderator.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Thank you so much, Buka. The issue on the ground, Igbos, are we caused or are we the cause? It's a topic that we cannot exhaust in one session. So we'll go on commercial, then we'll be back with other topics. And this particular topic, we'll have to visit it in our next episode. So right now, we go on the commercial. We'll be right back.
In addition to bacterial vaginosis, women from various walks of life face numerous vaginal conditions, like loss of vaginal elasticity, dryness of the vagina, severe itchiness, bad vaginal odors, hormonal imbalance, and age-related and childbirth-related conditions. Many women with these conditions have a high level of insecurity in their sexual lives, marriages, and relationships. And now, ladies, There is a solution to all of these problems. Allure Intimate Feminine Hygiene Wash. By using Allure's Intimate Feminine Hygiene Wash, you can now take control of your vagina's health. Allure Intimate Feminine Hygiene Wash is a unique blend of herbal extracts specially formulated to regulate vaginal health, tighten vaginal walls, eliminate bad odors, balance pH, detox, and regulate menstrual cycles and hormone imbalances. Formulated and developed in Malaysia and tested by industry professionals across 4 countries. Allure Intimate Feminine Hygiene Wash combines potent natural herbs that have been scientifically tested and are proven to maintain and enhance women's health in many specific and safe ways. Allure Intimate Feminine Hygiene Wash. The hygiene wash that gives you back your perfect VJ.
What's up, man? How you, baby? I don't like how to do our sisters, you know, settle.